one. You want to kick it off with your creative testing framework?
The 10 steps that you have to take into account when launching a successful creative test in Meta, but also how to properly use that for your app installs campaigns in this platform. So this is the blueprint to creative testing on Meta by Admiral Media. When we are testing, what we want is to get data on creatives, because there are some cases where we have new concepts and creatives, but not able to run them all and to have insights for them. After that, we're going to define clearly winners and losers so we can keep iterating on that and remove what didn't work.
Are you saying like we need hundreds of creatives to start testing?
About 50 over with massive data amounts, but normally what I have in my clients is 3 concepts. Each concept contains 5 variations, so it would mean 15 in total. So when testing, first of all, we need to think about how to develop properly these creatives, and we have to start from a baseline. What is that situation that I'm facing that led me to think of testing something? So the hypothesis is going to help me to understand if these new concepts are going to work better or not. For example, if I change background or the character, will that make the difference or not? Once I have these 2 variables clear, I need to define the environment, which is the OS, in this case for app install. What is going to be the language that I will be using, the market, the version as well, because we need to make sure that everything is going to run under the same settings to be fair with the testing for creatives in this case. The 4th step is about events and optimization. What's the event that I want to achieve, setting up this for testing? How many variants of creatives am I going to run? For example, is it going to be 5 different variants from a single concept, or 3 variants from 5 different concepts? It's like playing with this amount of creatives that we're going to run for this test. But the idea is to have this ongoing test happening frequently, like every week or several tests running once or twice a month. It's important to have clear here that whenever you're testing, you need to take into account that a budget is the crucial factor that is going to define if that test is worth or not, because it depends also on the cost per acquisition or install. I recommend to run at least 1 week for every creative testing, but bear in mind that with Android, there is a window attribution that is 7 days. And for iOS, you need to take into account the scan framework delay, which is 48 hours to 72, depending on your version of the scan. Once I have defined my time, let's suppose 1 week, and I run the test, I wait for the window attribution to be closed, in this case for Android 7 days before I report that back, and so on. I will have my conclusion, then I can create feedback and iterations over the winners. And do not be afraid of selecting 2 or 3 winners. As David Ogilvy said, never stop testing, because the test will do your advertisement better. So it's always about testing. And that's why we have come up with these steps. In the case of Meta, if you're running a test campaign and you're optimizing towards in-app event, you need to be getting 88 daily installs if you're testing for iOS. Suppose I'm picking the auction selection approach, and I want to run a separate campaign because I already tried to run my new creatives into the usual campaign. Of course, these creatives are not getting any data. I need to do something different, and I want to launch a new whole campaign. And this is where this chart comes. This is the CPI that I have for US based on the scan data in Meta for the last 14 days, 70.2. So I want to run 5 different concepts of creatives. Each concept contains 5 other variations. So example, concept 1, let's talk about a subscription app. So my first concept is going to focus on the benefits for sleeping. My second concept is going to be focused on benefits for breathing. The next one is going to be for work. The next one is going to be for exercise. And the next one, anxiety, exactly. So each of these concepts will contain different variations. Try not to make the variants very different from each other, because it will be not helping you to actually understand what's the winning factor inside each concept. If I do some quick calculation, we would need to invest daily 7.2 times 88, that equals 634 euros per day. That's a lot, but it is between the average of many experts also recommend. After you have this budget, you will have to multiply it by 5, and that will give you the daily budget for each asset. If you just do the calculation for the days that you will be having the campaign active, it will give you the total amount of spend that you will need to count in order to run this hypothetical test for 7 days only.
After 7 days, if let's say we hit that threshold, can we then lower the daily budget?
You can decrease it because you have already some learnings into the campaign. Let's suppose from 100, you can decrease, in this case, from 127. You might be able to decrease probably by to 100 or 90. I mean that.
My concern with running meta ads is the amount of money needed to do testing, as Juan just illustrated, before I can get a good ROAS. How can a newbie overcome this?
The answer is the AEM, aggregate event measurement solution that Meta has developed, and TikTok has also done a couple of weeks ago, which is called ADC in terms of TikTok, advanced dedicated campaign. Also works like a AEM campaign. So how does a constrained budget affects outcomes? So answer is AEM. Once you have these scan numbers, you wait for the window attribution to close, and then you will have the data that you need to actually pick those winners. And that way you can upload it into the business as usual campaign, and you can start testing. You can be more confident about what you're running. Here is an example. This was a test that I was running for 7 days where I spent just 1K. And I run 7 different ads, and I was optimizing towards install in this case. And what I did was to group them by concept. This is an AEM campaign, but I had here 2 concepts grouped, which in this case were F and H and G and D. So they sum the 200 daily that I was assigning per ad set. But when we look at the information at ad level, of course, this will make the difference.
Were you doing this as under one ad group, limited budget?
This is one campaign, but 5 ad groups.
Oh, okay.
So we have each ad group with 200 of spend. After the first week, we were able to achieve 12% less CPI and 44% cost per trial compared to the all performing ads. In the reports tab, there are some custom columns that you can create. If you have a good naming conversion, say concept 1, Reels, version A, and so on, you will be able to classify them into the reporting tab through the custom dimensions. And if you are able to do so, you will have insights per concept.
Are you underlining the 1% because that's the percentage we're trying to aim for, 1% click-through rate?
Exactly. This is very good, and also a reason to consider a concept promising.
Juan, can you give examples of hooks used in creatives that are performing well?
This is why your current assets or your current skincare doesn't work. This will basically catch people because they want to know what they're doing wrong. Another one, this is going to blow your mind. There are some visual effects also using lately for some hyper casual games where you just start seeing someone's crazy animation and then the ad starts, but you already are seeing the ad after 5 seconds and you don't realize that. Play with psychology. I think this is the most valuable asset. Play with the psychology of the target audience.
How do we set up AEM in Meta?
It's just a toggle that you can select when you're creating a new campaign for iOS. You just click a toggle and it will be aggregated event measurement. And that's it.
Juan, do you still need an MMP for that, or is the Facebook SDK good enough for AEM?
No, the MMP is having issues with the AEM reporting, and normally they're reporting back the scan data. Most of the advertisers are not seeing their numbers of Meta SDK into MMP, but there are others that yes. So it depends on the setup and the integration done. You can use MMP to have the scan data. I mean, I would recommend to use MMP, but if you're only promoting in Meta, it's fine if you just stay with the SDK.